like to use a camera when I'm out cycling on the roads, really because of the safety aspects. The dual lens front and back is really important because what is behind is important. Most accidents will happen from behind, and you've got that record from front and behind for any of the police authorities if anything bad should actually happen.
So I've always preferred to use a camera when I'm out cycling. I use my bike to get to work and back, frequently in poor weather or poor light. It's really nice to have the security to have footage if anything was to go wrong, and having both front and back cameras is really, really important to me. And that also gives me the confidence, if anything was to go wrong, I'd have the evidence to back up any claim that I might need to make or any evidence that I might need to give the authorities. So there's lots of different ways you can mount the camera. I've had it on my handlebars, but my personal favourite is to use the strap to mount it to the top of my helmet. I think it gives you a higher up angle of everything that's going on around you, and I feel it's the safest way to have it.
The camera's so light you just don't notice it's there. When you turn it on you get a little buzz, but other than that, that's it. You just don't know it's there.
It's very streamlined, bullet shaped, so that's great. It's also made out of solid aluminium, so it's very hardy and very, very durable, which also is very important when you're out and about on the road. So the camera's really easy to use. There's just a one button on top, and as you press it, it vibrates as well, which is really handy because when you've got a helmet on, you can't necessarily see if you've started filming yet. It's really easy to use. I cycle to work each day. My commute is about 45 minutes each way. Battery never lets me down. It lasts about 2.5 hours, which is more than enough for me. It can be extended to slightly more than that. On the few occasions I've gone for longer rides with my friends, I've attached it to a power bank via the USB port on the side, which means it lasts as long as you need it to. There's also a weatherproof pack you can buy, which covers all the ports, so even when you do have a power bank in, it still stays completely weatherproof and you can never have any problems with that.
The DC1's got great video quality. The 1080 cameras on front and back are great. It picks up number plates and everything so easy.
It's got a wide angle lens on both the front and the back, but it's not a fisheye lens, so you don't get the bowing around the sides. When I've looked back on the playback, you can see number plates, you can see scenery. I even had a deer cross the road in front of me and got really good shots of that. So it comes with a really handy app on your smartphone, which is great. With that you can control settings, you can change resolutions. It also helps when you're setting up the camera on top of the helmet. You can see which way the angles are pointing to make sure you're filming in the right directions. Also with the app you can look back and see the videos that you've taken, you can watch them again. You can also have the option to put that onto social media, which is really nice and really handy. So the camera also comes with a great little remote that you can wear on your wrist. It's got a couple of buttons on there. The red button, if you press it, it takes an emergency file out of the loop, which makes it easy to find later on. So if you're out on the road and something happens, someone gets too close to you on your bike or something runs out in front of you, you can press that button. It will take that segment out and you can review that later a lot easier.
The white button is just for a quick shot for the camera, get that special moment ready for when you get back and you can share it with friends and family. Well, the colour-coded caps are quite important to make the camera more visible for motorists to see that yes, you are being recorded, but also a little bit of style as well and individuality for your camera. Most people like to wear the same colour as their bike, and it just makes it a little bit more special.